Yo, what's up everybody? I'm pumped for this one because we're about to dive into a country that's bursting with life, color, and energy, Brazil. Think Christ the Redeemer, carnival parades, the Amazon rainforest, Copacabana beach, and street food that'll make your taste buds sing. Whether you're chasing that perfect tan, craving culinary adventures, or ready to experience the biggest party on earth, Brazil has something for everyone. In this video, I'm breaking down the absolute must-see spots, the food you have to try, the best time to visit for epic experiences, and yeah, even where to snag the coolest souvenirs. Stick around, and I'll even drop some essential Portuguese phrases to help you navigate this incredible country like a pro. Let's do this. First up, we're hitting Rio de Janeiro, a city that needs no introduction. This place is a whirlwind of energy, stunning scenery, and that infectious Brazilian spirit. You'll be dancing in the streets before you know it. Now, you can't talk about Rio without mentioning Christ the Redeemer. This iconic statue is seriously awe-inspiring. Standing at the top of Corcovado Mountain, it's like the city's guardian, watching over everything. And the panoramic views? Mind-blowing. Trust me, you haven't truly experienced Rio until you've been up there. Next, let's hit the beach. Copacabana and Ipanema are legendary for a reason. Picture this, golden sand, turquoise water, the sun on your skin, and the sound of music and laughter filling the air. It's the ultimate recipe for relaxation. Grab a fresh coconut, work on your tan, maybe even join a game of beach volleyball. This is Rio at its most vibrant. But Rio isn't just about beaches and iconic landmarks. Dive into the colorful neighborhoods of Lapa and Santa Teresa. These areas are bursting with character, from the bohemian vibes of Santa Teresa to the lively nightlife of Lapa. And don't even get me started on the Celeron steps. This iconic staircase is a masterpiece of colorful tiles created by Chilean artist Jorge Celeron. It's a must-see for any visitor to Rio. Oh, and speaking of must-sees, Sugarloaf Mountain is another one you can't miss. Take the cable car to the top for jaw-dropping views of the city, Guanabara Bay, and the iconic Christ the Redeemer statue in the distance. It's the perfect spot to catch the sunset and capture some epic photos. Now let's talk food. When in Rio, you have to try Feijoada, a hearty black bean stew that's considered Brazil's national dish. It's packed with flavor and will keep you fueled up for all the exploring you'll be doing. And for a quick bite, grab a pastel, a crispy, deep-fried pastry filled with everything from cheese to ground meat. Next stop, we're heading to Sao Paulo, a city that often gets overshadowed by Rio, but trust me, it deserves just as much hype. This is Brazil's concrete jungle, a sprawling metropolis with a grittier, more urban edge. But don't let that fool you. Sao Paulo has a heart of gold and a culinary scene that will blow your mind. First things first, if you're a foodie, Sao Paulo is your paradise. This city is a melting pot of cultures, and that's reflected in its incredible food scene. From street food markets to Michelin-starred restaurants, Sao Paulo has it all. Start your culinary journey at the Mercado Municipal, the city's main food market. This place is a feast for the senses, with stalls overflowing with fresh produce, seafood, meats, cheeses, and every kind of Brazilian delicacy you can imagine. Make sure to try the pastel de bacalhau, a deep-fried pastry filled with codfish, and grab a cup of freshly squeezed sugarcane juice to wash it all down. For a taste of Sao Paulo's fine dining scene, head to Rua Amari. This street is lined with some of the city's most acclaimed restaurants, serving up everything from modern Brazilian cuisine to international fare. Just be prepared to shell out a few extra reais. Now let's talk street art. Sao Paulo is a street art lover's dream, with colorful murals and graffiti adorning buildings all over the city. One of the best places to see this urban art form is in the neighborhood of Vila Madalena. This bohemian district is a hub for artists and creatives, and its streets are like an open-air art gallery. Grab your camera and get ready to be amazed. Another must-visit neighborhood is Liberdade, Sao Paulo's Japanese quarter. This vibrant district is home to the largest Japanese community outside of Japan, and it's a cultural experience like no other. Wander through the streets lined with Japanese restaurants, shops, and temples, and try some authentic ramen or sushi. For a dose of history and culture, head to the Ipiranga Museum. This grand museum is home to a vast collection of Brazilian art, artifacts, and historical documents, including the famous painting Independence or Death by Pedro Américo, which depicts Brazil's declaration of independence from Portugal. Alright guys, we're leaving the city behind and venturing into the heart of Brazil's natural wonder, the Amazon rainforest. This is a place of unparalleled beauty, biodiversity, and adventure. Get ready to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with nature on a whole new level. The Amazon is massive, like seriously massive. It spans 9 countries and is home to 10% of the world's known species. We're talking pink dolphins, jaguars, sloths, monkeys, macaws, and thousands of other creatures you won't find anywhere else on Earth. It's like stepping into a real-life jungle adventure movie. The best way to experience the Amazon is by boat. Imagine cruising down the Amazon River, the world's largest river by volume, surrounded by lush greenery, the sounds of the jungle filling the air, and the occasional monkey swinging through the trees. It's an experience that will stay with you long after you leave. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, consider spending a night or two in an Amazonian eco-lodge. These lodges are typically located deep in the rainforest, accessible only by boat, and offer a truly immersive jungle experience. You'll wake up to the sounds of howler monkeys, go on guided hikes through the rainforest, and maybe even spot some incredible wildlife along the way. One of the coolest things about the Amazon is the opportunity to learn about the indigenous communities that call this place home. Many indigenous tribes have lived in the Amazon for centuries, and they possess a wealth of knowledge about the rainforest and its ecosystem. If you have the chance, consider visiting an indigenous village and learning about their way of life, their traditions, and their connection to the rainforest. Alright, let's switch gears and head north to Salvador, a city that's bursting with Afro-Brazilian culture, rhythmic music, and a history as rich and vibrant as its colorful buildings. Get ready to be transported to a world of music, dance, and traditions that have been passed down for generations. First stop, the Pelourinho. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is like stepping back in time. Cobblestone streets, colonial architecture painted in every color of the rainbow, and the sound of drums echoing through the air. It's a feast for the senses and a photographer's dream. The Pelourinho is also a hub for Afro-Brazilian culture. You'll see capoeira dancers showcasing their acrobatic skills in the streets, drummers pounding out infectious rhythms, and vendors selling traditional crafts and souvenirs. It's impossible not to get swept up in the energy and spirit of this place. Speaking of energy, Salvador is known for its vibrant music scene. This is the birthplace of Axe, a high-energy musical genre that combines elements of samba, reggae, and African rhythms. Catch a live show at one of the many music venues in the city, or simply wander through the streets and let the music guide you. Now let's talk food. Salvador is a seafood lover's paradise. Make sure to try moqueca, a flavorful seafood stew cooked in coconut milk, dende oil, and spices. It's typically served with rice and farofa, toasted cassava flour, and for a truly local experience, try acarajé, a deep-fried black-eyed pea fritter that's split open and filled with a spicy shrimp paste. It's a street food staple in Salvador and a must-try for any foodie. Beyond the Pelourinho, Salvador has plenty more to offer. Last but definitely not least, we're finishing our Brazilian adventure with a bang Iguazu Falls. This is nature at its most awe-inspiring, a complex of 275 waterfalls that straddle the border of Brazil and Argentina. Get ready to be drenched by the mist, deafened by the roar, and completely blown away by the sheer power and beauty of this place. Now, you can experience Iguazu Falls from both the Brazilian and Argentinian sides, and each offers a unique perspective. The Brazilian side gives you those panoramic, postcard-perfect views of the falls, while the Argentinian side gets you up close and personal with the cascading water. If you have time, I highly recommend visiting both sides to fully appreciate the grandeur of this natural wonder. For the ultimate adrenaline rush, take a boat tour that takes you right up to the base of the falls. You'll be surrounded by cascading water, feeling the mist on your face and the roar of the falls vibrating through your entire body. It's an experience you won't soon forget. If you're feeling extra adventurous, you can even go whitewater rafting below the falls. Just be prepared for a wild ride. And for a truly unforgettable experience, consider taking a helicopter ride over the falls. The aerial views are simply breathtaking and give you a whole new perspective on the sheer scale and magnificence of Iguazu. Now, Iguazu isn't just about the falls themselves. The surrounding rainforest is teeming with wildlife, so keep your eyes peeled for monkeys, toucans, coatis, and other exotic creatures. So there you have it, your ultimate guide to exploring the best of Brazil. From the iconic beaches of Rio and the vibrant streets of Sao Paulo, to the heart of the Amazon rainforest and the awe-inspiring Iguazu Falls, Brazil is a country that will stay with you long after you've left. If this video got you inspired for your own Brazilian adventure, hit that like button, subscribe for more travel guides and vlogs, and let me know in the comments where you're headed next. And hey, if you've been to Brazil, share your favorite spots and experiences down below. Let's keep the travel inspiration flowing.